Hey, what's up? This is Xay Capisce, and I'm rocking with hip hop since 1987.
HipHopSince1987.com.
So I'm happy to be talking to you today. You're on an episode of my little vlog called Talk to Me. And the first question that I have so far is, how have you been navigating COVID-19, like as an artist?
Just being as safe as possible. Just being creative, different ways to reach the people without physically having to touch the people. Because I'm really a individual, other people like so. A lot of my campaign consists of me really being hands-on, shaking hands, hugging people, being there, pulling up, on the pull-up king. So, you know what I'm saying? So with and just different ways of getting it to the people, different ways of still being able to get the people to relate without you having to physically be there.
Right. And like as an artist, like before COVID, were you doing a lot of shows, et cetera, et cetera?
Yeah.
So how has it affected you as someone who is usually out and about, moving around, around a bunch of people?
I still be moving around a little bit and stuff. I mean, shows has been minimized because now the market has really been more so microscoped.
Right.
And it's only like certain cities and certain venues and, you know what I'm saying, even so much as certain artists, you feel what I'm saying, being afforded to still be able to move around. So
right.
It ain't not doing shows ain't really affect me on straight, but just I enjoy that. It's my job. I do enjoy that. It is money that we do miss, but I mean, it is what it is. We find ways to fill that gap. You did?
Right. You adjusting. And what have you been doing since the quarantine started? Like, have you dropped any new projects, visuals?
Yeah, I released a couple of videos, a few singles. To be honest, I think I did pretty good in the pandemic as far as it still been able to just be effective and just, still be able to get it to them. Visuals, everybody got phones and everybody got computers and everything go on from there. So you know how that rock.
Right. So you've been adjusting digitally. And had your, which project or visual or whatever that you've released so far this year, like which one has had the biggest response so far?
I mean, thus far it's been Us, which me and Boosie, the record with me and Boosie, we shot the video. We put the video out probably about 4 or 5 weeks ago. Okay. We probably about 400,000 views. It's doing what it's doing, You just have to be creative in how you get things to the people. Other than that, though, I got a record I just released called We the People. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Which to me is a very big deal, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's me being able to contribute to the movement. Because, with me, when I was in prison, you just watching CNN, you're not really being able to kick in. You're not really being able to play a role or, Right. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I was really able to do in there for real to contribute to the movement was when I got my tattoo, the Black Lives Matter tattoo. I just felt like, dang, I don't care. The police, you got to look at this. You see how big I got. You got no choice but to see it. It's huge.
You don't got no choice.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, whether you like me or not, you going to see this shit. You feel me?
So what are some tools and habits that help you stay motivated to keep your dreams coming true? Because you're making them come true. So what are some things that you do that keep you, level-headed?
Progress level heads me. My children, well, shit, it don't matter. They walk by me 100 times a day. She won't kiss their ass. I'm with it.
Yeah.
My kids. Just knowing where I come from. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that, in the beginning, when I come home and started out, it's only so much success you'll see. And then, I don't know if you're so much familiar with me just being around it, but it's a process. You got to be patient. You know what I'm saying? You got to be consistent. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of ways to get hung up in this industry, you know what I'm saying, and get misled and get derailed. So, I'm saying my kids play a major role. You know what I'm saying? Just knowing my past, just seeing my progress, just having the right people around your team is very important. Your family is very important. Just the people that encourage you the most, you know what I'm saying? The ones that you really do this for.
Right. And when did you get your start in music? Like, let's talk about your journey, your transition into your progress now and the numbers that you're proving now to when you first started. Like when you kick
Man,
it.
it's a grind. When I first came home, man, don't nobody really want to hear a new artist. There's so many people rapping and
Everybody got
doing this, doing that. Like, everybody
to
got a new song. Everybody got a song. So it's like, it's not easy. It's not easy at all, but your consistency. And one thing else I learned, your relationships. Relationship has helped me transition from the beginning of when I started to where I'm at now, because I'm like going on 3 years in now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? With the music. So your consistency, just your relationships, that's is very important. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's been a major part of my success, being able to being afforded with relationship, just my character, you know what I'm saying? Just a good upbringing, basically. You know what I'm saying? Everything in purpose, over time, from my prison bid and all that stuff, it done kind of shaped me and molded me and really, you know what I'm saying, gave me my character. This what's been carrying me, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And speaking of maintaining relationships, I was going to ask, like, do you have any future undying collaborations that you might do, or any favorite collaborations that you've already done?
I think my favorite collaboration is yet to come. But thus far, everybody that I have worked with, that I've been afforded to work with, as far as in like with their music, I enjoyed all my collaboration. None of them is fugazi, official. You know what I'm saying? I have some form of relationship with them, like, you know what I'm saying? So the people that I really want to work with, it's probably never gonna happen because I can't bring Prince back. Right. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I do a collaboration, you want a collaboration, something that you really, really, I believe a lot of us artists really look forward to collaboration. The ones that's really familiar with the music, collaboration with somebody, being able to afford somebody like Prince. You know what I'm saying? Make somebody on that level.
Right.
But that ain't happening. So unless I fool around, unless somebody let me get his vocals or something, then we can make some Okay. But I'm up for working with everybody though, because I am who I am, so I fit in everywhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? You want to go to the trap with it, go to the trap with it on stamp, like, you know what I'm saying? You want wherever you want to go with it on, so I be with whatever, as long as it makes sense.
So since it's been a few years, what would you say is the most defining moment of your career thus far?
The most defining moment.
The most defining, most memorable, most insightful.
So a lot of people don't know this. A lot of people know me and Drummer Boy got a good relationship, but a lot of people don't really know the backstory. Because I'm a real spiritual person, before I had went to prison, right? I was trying to take my music serious. Like, I wasn't really doing music, but I was just on some like, man, you know what? If I get the right producer, then I sit down and I make this happen. But I told my manager, I was like, so I want to link with Drum.
Right.
That was on a Saturday. I went to prison on a Tuesday. Then, so I went there. Then when I got home, just from me working, just people seeing my flyers, hearing my song, like, who is this? To them calling the number on the flyer, to somebody called the number on the flyer and put Drum on three-way. Right. And it wasn't no coincidence. It was just like, they was like, man, Chrome.com, work over at Crucial. He was like, man, I want to help you. I see your stuff everywhere. You independent, you working hard. It's just a matter of time. He said, I got a close friend that I can bring in the mix. You know what I'm saying? And it was Drum, and it blew my mind. I was like, this shit crazy. Like, how they came up? But it ain't, though. That's just how fate be. It did what it's supposed to do.
It's all about maintaining relationships, like you were saying.
Absolutely.
Yeah, connecting the dots. And do you have any inspirations? Like how you said, like an undying collaboration would be Prince. You feel me? Like, do you have anybody that inspired you, dead or alive? Don't matter.
Of course, like my grandparents. I got two grandfathers that passed literally since I've been out.
Mm,
I've been out going on, well, this year made 3 years
okay.
officially. So just that's always been like in the back of my mind, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I know when I be doing little stuff and little things be going on, I might think of them. Or if I react a certain way, it may remind me, they're like, man, that's something my granddad was. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or just little stuff. They always be my inspiration, always. Because I just seen how hard they were. Just seen how hard they went.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For the family, as far as in providing, as far as in protecting and just, you know what I'm saying, being who they was for the family. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It made me feel like, you know, since they done passed on, like somebody got to step up. So
Mm,
that'd be my inspiration. Like that really, you know what I'm saying? It's deeper than just provide for my children. You know, I got brothers that got children, cousins that got children. You understand what I'm saying?
right.
That type of thing. So we
Set
always been able to
example.
lean on our grandparents. You know
Mm,
what I'm saying?
right. And do you have any musical inspirations too? So you get your ethic and your effort, your motivation, like that kind of inspiration from your grandparents. But what about music?
Yeah. A lot of the music that we be hearing, that be having the samples and stuff, all of those people, like, I mean, even all the Master P's, all the icons, did it, 50 Cent, got your, I mean, everybody's babies. But if you listen to a lot of the music, even the one everybody's moving around now, Dolph, 2 Chainz, Gucci, everybody use a sample here and there. And that be inspiring me because you can hear a sample. I'm so fluent. I'm getting to be so fluent with my music where I can hear the sample and I can tell you exactly where they got that from, whose song that was. And the people around me might not understand, they just thinking it's just another song. Oh, that's hard. But can you
Right.
tell, but I can hear it and I can tell you exactly where they got that from. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? When you hear production, that be inspiring me. It just be showing me that I'm growing
So that
with
being
my
said,
craft.
what's your favorite musical era? Like mine would be the 90s. So what's yours?
Man, it would have to be. The '90s was dope, no cap, man. But like, I think it's gonna always be them early 2000s and
I
stuff.
knew you
Like
was gonna say that.
when I was just because you gotta understand, like I'm a trap baby, so it's like, and then I'm in that era. That's me, like all over. If you know me, the people from my city know, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know, man. This right here, I'm in the middle of transitioning. And it's a beautiful thing, you know what I'm saying? It's very important to me because it's a transition, not just so much a transition into the music from the street, but just transition in my life. You understand what I'm saying? It's just putting my life in a whole nother direction, and it's really been a beautiful thing for me. So got to be the early 2000s because no matter what, it always gonna mirror a time in my life um, where I felt like, well, I ain't gonna say that it wasn't right. I'm gonna just say that, you know, we were living in the moment. You know what I'm saying? We was thugging all that, all the way up to 10 before I went to prison, all that stuff. Like, that's a big deal for me, that trap music like that. Like, but I like that 80s music too, though. Where we be getting it from, where you be hearing all the samples from. The
Right.
90s go hard too now. We ain't gonna down the 90s now. Because I'm
Yeah.
a real 8-ball, MJG, all that play a part. You know, 8-ball, UGK, 3-6 Mafia, all them right there. Crucial Conflict, them your 90s right there going crazy.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Do you have any tips for people that will look to you as a blueprint when they're coming up as an artist?
yeah, you got to speak up. You'll have people that'll come around you. You got there's a lot of yes men that'll be around you, whether they in the industry or your partners. You understand what I'm saying? You got to understand that this is your life, and if this is your life, you're not gonna let nobody carry you in any kind of way. You're not gonna let anybody make any kind of decision
Right.
for your career. So you have to speak up if you're uncomfortable. if it don't sound right, if it ain't making sense. You know what I'm saying? If you got a hunch, even though you got people around you that's experts, people that do this, been doing this for years, you know what I'm saying, that be taking artists like myself and putting them in the places where they need to be, you still got to speak up, you know what I'm saying? Because you never know that that one idea that you may have may be what you needed to get you all the way there. It's a collective effort.
Right. Closed mouth don't get fed.
Facts at all. You're going to starve out here.
Right. And can we tell us what we can expect, if we can expect anything for the last couple of weeks of the fourth quarter, because the new year coming up, gotta go out.
Oh yeah, heavy. Call your local radio station or listen to your local radio station. That shot is finna be everywhere. You know what I'm saying? We done jumped that campaign. You know what I'm saying? We jumped that campaign out with me and Boosie. I got a real big campaign. I'm booting now. All the announcements will probably be next week. I got this record called We the People. I just put the video out for it, right? Mm-hmm. And what we doing is we done partnered with major influencers. You know what I'm saying? Influencers in our community as far as in the NAACP, Black Lives Matter, just different people different organizations that have that reach that's in that lane like that, you know what I'm saying? Because I always feel like I gotta play my part, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Alabama, so I know I'm from the heart of this shit. I know how this shit feels. Right. You understand what I'm saying? I know what that feel like to be singled out or to be targeted or you understand what I'm saying? So I feel like I had to do that, and that campaign gonna be major because we getting with justice reform. We got a whole campaign, we jumping you know what I'm saying, to do something major for the people that's incarcerated, something major for the ones that may be having issues, you know what I'm saying? Even so much I wanted to get with my PR, and even so much as just have, if we can fund or put some kind of etiquette, it's different when you from Alabama and you get pulled over. See, me being from Alabama, I get pulled over. I already know the protocol. You know what I'm saying? Yes sir, no. So I ain't even finna play with you because I don't even want to give you no room at all. You understand what I'm saying? To violate me or to disrespect me or to make me uncomfortable or to do something that he gonna regret. You understand what I'm saying? That's who's gonna regret it more than anything. Right. Feel what I'm saying? So I believe me and my PR, we're going to try to figure out something like that. Because that's important. That's even you have to teach your kids that, how to be respectful to the police and stuff like that. You don't want to put them in a situation where these folk can abuse their authority.
Right. It's even in books about stuff like that.
Yeah. So just knowing how when you get pulled over, just knowing the law. Just in the whole law around being pulled over, the whole law around being questioned by the police, or the whole law around just being able to properly speak and knowing that you ain't did nothing wrong when these folk approach you, or however it may be. If you did do something wrong or whatever it is, just proper etiquette to avoid any altercation or any situation or anything that could be, you know what I'm saying, detrimental to the officer or to the family.
I can't wait to see how you highlight that. Now tell us where we can keep up with you.
Oh, everywhere you pull up on
YouTube, Instagram, all that.
IG at Xay Capisce, at XAYCAPISC. It's the same thing on YouTube. The videos out right now. Shot us featuring Boosie right now. We almost 400,000 on YouTube right now with that, and it's been out right at a month. We the People came out Monday, so we pushing it heavy. You know what I'm saying? And I believe y'all will really enjoy both videos. You know what I'm saying? You get a both perspective because you got to keep it. A lot of people that try to single you out and put you in a box, but I ain't gonna let these folk box me in like that. You understand what I'm saying? Because I can give it to you from so many different angles. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing they can't tell me about the trap. I did that, been there. I am the trap. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't nothing you can't tell me about being how to deal with these situations as far as in being going the racism situations, because man, we can go on for hours about that. It's been so many situations in my family with family members. I'm talking about we done been to Supreme Court. My papa been on Ricky Lake and Jenny Jones and because he was over the Black Panther chapter for the region that we lived in Alabama. You know what I'm saying? So,
That's tough. Well, that being
you know,
said,
I mean, I don't.
oh,
Yeah, I ain't gonna let them box me in. I'm gonna just give it to them in all different directions. You know what I'm saying? So,
right. And that being said, everybody needs to tune in to you and Boosie new song, your video to We the
absolutely.
People, right? We the People.
Yeah,
Everybody
we
needs
the
to
people
follow.
out right now.
Everybody needs to follow you at Xay Capisce. So that's XAY, y'all. XAY, not Z. And Capisce.
XAY, yeah, CAPISCE.
Period. And that's on everything, right?
Yeah, that's on everything. That's everywhere.
Okay, cool. Thank you for talking to me. This will be up soon.
Okay, appreciate it.
Have a good one.